Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to change your rear tire. Now, I like this tire very much, but I have to replace it with my spare because I'm getting the little fuzzies showing that your sidewall is wearing a little bit. So, let's get right into it. So the first thing you're going to need is your rear tire, or front tire if you're replacing your front tire. And I use tire levers just because I like tire levers. I use Pedros because they're really good and they work well. So a lot of people, and I have no idea why, show like they don't want to get the back wheel off. And I just use this so that I don't end up getting my skin oil on my brake rotors, because that is bad. So you undo your quick release skewer to get your rear wheel off. And I don't know why people have issues with this, but all you do, you pull your derailleur back, and you pull your wheel out, just a wiggle, and out you come. There's your rear wheel. And so to deflate your rear wheel, you deflate your rear wheel. So you have to get all of the air out of it. So, yeah, give me a minute. Because I put 60 PSI in my tires, so it's going to take a minute. And you'll hear like little crinkling noises, and that's the bead shrinking into the middle. Okay, now that that's undone, if you have one of these valves, you're going to have to unscrew this little screwy thing. Yeah, we'll go with screwy thing. I don't know what it's called. And so once you've unscrewed this, you are going to grab your tire levers and use them like normal tire levers. You're going to have to set this and the valve cap off to the side, somewhere that you know where they are, because you will need them. So grab your tire levers. And with tire levers, there are these little notches in the end. These clip into your spokes so that you don't have to hold them, which is amazing. So you just insert it, pull the tire back, put your tire lever here, and oh, yeah, where there's a spoke would help. Insert it, and pull back, and clip it in on the spoke. Then, you do this. You kind of poke at the tire, pry, get this other tire lever under. And once you've opened up the bead, you go all the way around. Well done. And then you push your valve stem out, pull it outside, and out comes your inner tube. I'm going to use the same inner tube because that inner tube is fine, and I only bought it probably about a month ago. So, and then your tire will be left on this side. So, if you want, you can use tire levers and kind of just push it over the edge. And now you have one rim and one tire. So, one thing that I've found helps a lot when you're doing this sort of thing, what you have to do is grab your pump and pump up your inner tube a bit so that you can see where it is and you don't install a pretzel-like inner tube. So now that you have this, set that off to the side. Grab your tire and your rim, and you're going to place one side of the tire in the rim. And you go all the way around to make sure that it's all seated. But you only want to set one part of the bead in, because you still have to do the valve stem and put your inner tube in. Unless you're running tubeless, so you still have to put your valve stem in, but the big thing is making sure that your valve stem is straight, because that will lead to flax if it's not. Alright, now that this is all in, just kind of pop the tire bead into the, kind of set the bead, if that makes any sense. You'll reach a point where it gets much harder, but so you just kind of have to gorilla the tire on. And you can use tire levers for really stubborn tires. There. Your tire is now on the rim. Now what you have to do is grab your valve stem, insert your little oval, this thing, screw it on all the way down. Once you've done that, pull on the valve stem and tighten it more. That makes sure that it's all pumped up and ready. You may need to do this once more after you've pumped up your tire. Now, what you have to do is make sure that the bead is on the rim all the way around. So, I'm not going to pump this up with a hand pump, because that would be just one step away from torture. So I'm going to use a floor pump. And my floor pump doesn't have the adapter for Schrader, so I'm using one of these, this thing, to pump up my tire. And I like to put my tire around 40 psi because I do enjoy riding street a lot. And I like my tire really stiff and firm, so that I know exactly where it's going to go and how it's going to react. But I would not recommend dropping your PSI any more than 25, because that will result in the valve stem shearing off, and then you'll have a bad time. Alright, that's 45 psi. Now take your valve stem off. Make sure that your ring thing is down all the way. Pull your adapter off. Grab your valve stem. Oh, well, that was intelligent. Okay. grab your valve stem, twist this valve all the way down, and put your valve on. And now to insert your rear wheel back into the bike, you line it up with the brake, and you pull this down, put one side of the chain on the cassette, and your rear wheel will slide into the mounts. And you tighten it up. Remember, you don't want this too tight. So just enough pressure that you can close it with the palm of your hand. Alright, that was how to change an inner tube on a bike. Thanks for watching. Hope you consider subscribing.